And speaking of deadlines, the deadline has now passed for stakeholders to weigh in on whether schools should reopen before the end of June. The consensus from medical officers of health, it is time for kids to get back to the classroom. But some education workers say there are still unknowns when it comes to safety. And as Farah Morelli tells us, all this uncertainty has left parents and kids hanging again.
Seeing his friends, getting the sticker on the quizzes from his teacher, being able to help out in class.
Tanya Hale's 8-year-old son is eager to go back to the classroom, but she still doesn't know if that'll actually happen this term.
There is just so much back and forth and the uncertainty. Even like the board sent out an email the other day saying to the parents that borrowed devices, you can start returning them June 14th. I'm like, so does that mean that kids are going back to class?
I don't want to rush this. If it takes a couple extra days, so be it.
The premier reiterated he's still waiting for input.
I want the scientists to weigh in. I want to make sure that the teachers' unions weigh in.
What is being put in place to protect all of us?
Today, some education workers did weigh in.
Most of us are not fully vaccinated. Some of us haven't even received first doses. So, to push for us to go back into school, is it safe? That's what I'd like to know. Is it safe for us educators and for the students?
The heads of 4 teachers' unions responded to the premier's call for input today, saying meaningful dialogue needs more than 32 hours notice to respond to questions better suited to those in medical communities. While health experts predict cases will increase if schools reopen, medical officers of health across the province have come to a clear consensus.
We feel on the whole, it's important for children to be able to benefit from the health effects, the benefits of being back in school.
We're going to be working on the
While signs point to reopening, boards hope they're given notice.
School boards, we're big ships. We take a little bit of time to turn. What I would like is as much notice as possible and just a clear decision being made. For instance, for our teachers, they have prepared lessons for online learning for the next few weeks. They would have to change those lessons and adapt them for face-to-face learning.
It's all a mess.
While the uncertainty continues, one thing's for sure, tough decisions lie ahead for some parents.
It's either what do you risk, their mental health or their physical health? As a parent, that's, the decision that we have to wrestle with this virtual versus in-person. And there's no one right decision, unfortunately.
Farah Morelli, CBC News, Toronto.